They called our ceremony despicable, blasphemous, and an offensive sacrilege. But I want you to hear me. This is the language of a theocracy and not of a democracy. So thank you, Representatives Page, Carmichael, Carr, Hoy, Meyer, Miller, Mosley, and I'm going to say this wrong, Oropeza. I think I got it. Osmond, Osley, Ruiz, Simmon, Vaughn, Wynn, and Shue. That handful of people voted no and proved that courage in this building is not dead yet.
Ow!
And while I really never expected to say this on stage, I must acknowledge that Lieutenant Walker of the Capitol Police and his team, who have, in our direct dealings, acted as very professional men who have respected the law and the Constitution, except for that one time. And look, let's get some stuff out of the way. I know people look at me, and sometimes the first thing they see is a very angry man. You see a stubborn, bullheaded, provocative man. And yeah, sometimes you're correct. I can be a real bastard. And I also admit and understand that this energy at times has fallen on people and allies, maybe even in this crowd, and definitely in the broader communities. If that's you, I want you to hear me now. Regardless of our history, regardless of any fallouts, I will stand with anyone who will stand against the erosion of our personal sovereignty. There will also be those who look at us and they say we're going to do this for attention. Let me put that to bed. All right, the truth of this work is that it is the most difficult undertaking I could have ever imagined. There are days I wanted to quit. I was staring down the barrel of a double attack of church and state. The only thing that kept me moving is the unwavering support and the amazing people you see all around you right now. We do not do this for fame because fame is fleeting. It is vapid. It is an illusion that shifts and disappears in the wind. We do this because our doctrine teaches that this life is all that we have. And God damn it, we refuse to live on our knees. We will always rebel against arbitrary authority. We will not submit to those who believe they have the right to alienate our identity and even our very existence. And we certainly don't care that when we do it, cameras are rolling. You must understand, the men in this building hate us all equally. They do not distinguish between Satanist, a pagan, a witch, or an atheist. To them, we are all demonic. They do not give you a pass if you are queer or an immigrant or a person with disabilities. We are all obstacles to their dreams of theocratic hegemony. And I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Listen to me, because I am a heretic from their tribe. I have been abused and shamed and excommunicated for refusing to conform and accept their hate as part of myself. So when I tell you I know what these men are capable of, I need you to believe me, because it makes me scared. It makes me scared for myself. It makes me scared for my friends and my family, and it makes me scared for every one of you who showed up tonight. And that's why that's why our internal disagreements and petty group squabbles are a luxury we can no longer afford. We are here tonight because the state of Kansas has declared war on us for daring to challenge the status quo. This was a two-front war waged by both politicians and the priest who pulled their strings. On the political front, men like Senate President Ty Masterson have used their power to denounce us, to threaten us, and I believe personally to give their blessing when I was assaulted on the East Steps, just right around this fucking corner. And then again, when I went inside the building and I was assaulted again in the rotunda. On the Holy Front, the Kansas Catholic Conference and the Archdiocese of Kansas City waged a campaign of legal lies to silence us, and they tried to use the courts to destroy my community, my friends, my family, and the work we have dedicated ourselves to the better part of a decade. Archbishop Naumann retired suddenly after that case. I watched his leaving speech with all his colleagues, and you know what? He shed a few tears, and he mentioned us. And as wonderful as that felt in the moment, I tell you what, one of the hardest pills for me to swallow was the attacks from Laura Kelly's own administration. Her Secretary of Administration, Adam Prophet, and his counsel, Pat Duran, wielded the final weapon against us. This weapon was a series of policy changes designed to choke the voice of any person who dares to disagree and speaks out. We are calling these new unconstitutional Statehouse policies the Grotto Clause. You can be assured you're causing good trouble when both sides of the aisle unite against you. But let me say, it's not all about the Grotto. It's not. We were just the canary in this coal mine. What we are facing now, the state of Kansas has done before. It is a pattern. It is a playbook, and we have seen this playbook used right here in this building. And I'm talking about SB 180, the law of bigotry written to validate itself as the Women's Bill of Rights. But let's really call it what it is. It is a law designed to legally erase our trans friends, families, and neighbors, deleting them from public life by defining them out of existence. And this is how tyranny works. It's a simple 3-step playbook. First, you look to pick a vulnerable minority. Second, you manufacture a moral outrage, inventing a threat like the children or way of life. And finally, you weaponize laws to crush them. They are actively doing this with the trans community with SB 180. And they're trying to do it to us now. This is not a Kansas invention, though. This is the same playbook used by authoritarian regimes all across the world. Take, for example, what's happened in Russia. Under Putin's regime, they have banned a ubiquitously named international LGBT movement. This boogeyman was designed to persecute their own queer citizens. And even more recently, they've done the same thing to Satanism, outlawing satanic symbols. Well, shit, I guess I can never go to Russia. Drat. This is not a distant horror, though. It is an end game of the same strategies being deployed right here. And I believe now, more than ever, the distance between Moscow and Topeka is not measured in miles, but it is measured in time. Our capital has become a nexus, a point where everything overlaps. This is the center of all of our struggles for the fight for religious freedom, for bodily autonomy, for queer rights, for free speech. The intersectionality converges right here on this single battlefield. And the war must be fought here. Hiding from it will not make you safe. It'll only make you an easier target. And the Satanic Grotto has a very specific talent for fighting Christian fascism. But we cannot be the only ones fighting. Everyone, everywhere, needs to pick their battle and drive it the fuck forward. This is how the Satanic Grotto wages war. With all of our heart, relentless, and with singular purpose. This has forced our own government to play our game, to react to us, to fear our presence on this battlefield. I know they believe this is their house, but too easily do they forget that they are merely tenants. We will continue to press this attack until they remember their authority relies solely upon the consent of the people. And if they do not remember that lesson, we will revoke that consent and reclaim this house. This is our house. Do not fear this building or what happens in it. I want you to fall in love with it. I want you to cast off the identity of the governed and seize the power of your own civic and political authority. Do not acquiesce your power to the leaders of any party. We must hold them all to the flames and make them accountable for every single person in Kansas. Find local groups, join them, become politically motivated, and fight back. I asked you all to bring umbrellas tonight. I asked you to do that for the sun. Luckily, we had some nice weather today. But I also asked you to bring them because I wanted them to be a symbol of what we're doing, a shield. Let them be a promise that when that storm does break and come for us, that they will find us all standing together under one shield. This protest is not the end. The Satanic Grotto is declaring that this capital, the people's house, is now our permanent office. We will be here. We will be lobbying. We will be testifying. And we will be proposing our own legislation to protect the rights of every Kansan from the tyranny of both state and church. We are no longer just protesters. We are the counterstorm. We are the force that rises up to meet this coming deluge and unite in this power. Tonight, I'm hoping you will perform a rite of undoing with me. We will remove the stranglehold of oppression on this building. So let me make sure that our purpose is clear. I'm asking you to march around this building with me, Wintershins, as the witches and the ceremonial magicians of old did. From south to west, from north to east. We will banish the curse of Christian fascism. We will stop at each of the cardinal points, and I will shout the call, when the storm breaks. And I want to hear you roar back to me as loud as you can. We are the shield. We will do this 3 times on each side, a total of 12 declarations of our freedom. You guys want to do a practice one with me? When the storm breaks, we are the shield. All right, one more time. Let's get a little more heart in this, okay? We got to do this. If you're not loud, the magic don't work, okay? When the storm breaks, we are the shield. Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Thank you, folks. The people here that think they own this building, they're not ready for people who have embraced their own sovereignty. And against a community of allied sovereigns, they stand no fucking chance. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick up my umbrella and I'm going to start walking that way. And anybody who wants to join me, please feel free to.